Okay, so that brick's not working worth a crap. You guys, not getting power to this. Where's my green lights? Here's my green lights. Okay. Where my dogs at? Where'd y'all go, people? Let's get some people in here. I know it's Friday. But let's get some people in here. Ron Dobbins, what's going on, man? I'm doing great. I am doing great. Today's the day. We are taking a brand new one, and we're going to see how long the edge holds up on this. Because I'm not sure whether or not I damaged the edge on the last one before we started Cardboard Slayer. So, just having a good time hanging out, waiting to get fired up on this. You know how we do. Air, what's going on? Welcome. How you doing? We're going to start as is, and then we're going to try setting the factory edge at around 19, maybe 20 degrees, and see if that adds extra time or what, because I think we did 17 or 18 degrees on the last one. So, Critical Funk, what's up? How you doing? We're good here. We are good. But, so we did like 17 or 18 degrees on the last one, so maybe bumping it up to 19 or 20 degrees helps with edge retention. There we are. And of course, this is also a wonderful opportunity to play with the brand spanking new Precision Adjust Professional. So one thing I did figure out last week's live stream, I did figure out chat rate is what has the most impact on viewers coming in. So that's part of why, like, when we have a faster, more active chat, we wind up with a lot more people coming in. So I got to figure out how to keep y'all going on that now. I'm not sure how yet, but we gonna do that. Where'd it go? I've still got 3 of this one. I am waiting, and I'm waiting to see when they come back in stock online for me to order them. But I'm going to try to get the new revision with the reversible pocket clips on it. If I can get one soon enough, that may go in the giveaways. If it, one way or another, I'm going to try to get one that has the reversible pocket clips and the new scales and all that to see if there's any appreciable difference. And of course, I don't think I ever reprofiled this down to 17 degrees on the very edge here to put it back where I like it. But we can also do that tonight. Yeah, because I was going to do that and I was too tired to keep going the last time we had this out. But we'll give it about 3 minutes here. We'll crack this out of the package, take a look at how sharp the edge still is, or how sharp the edge is out of the box, and we'll go from there. And I don't know if y'all saw it, but I bearing swapped a $3 knife. But yeah, have any of you guys really looked into any of the Black Friday deals on Amazon yet? I keep looking and I see all kinds of interesting stuff, and I'm trying to limit how crazy I go because I still got to take care of kids for Christmas and stuff like that. But I'm trying to pick up a couple of things. I did order a QSP Penguin finally. I had ordered an HX Outdoors, and the video on that is up now, but that thing is going right back. So the design on the scales is definitely different. This one is a bit thicker, but this has full steel liners. This partial liners that end right about here. If that's what you're asking about. This one does have some differences between this one. They're not the same design, just in different steels. They're different knives. So yeah, the scales are different. I would have liked to have had like the same full steel liner here, but you know, and I've said it before, I've said it a million times now, but if you push this thing to the point where it gives out on you, you made a Baby Titan Speaker Man, what's up? Welcome back. But if you do push this hard enough to break this back here, you made a lot of mistakes before that happened, and I do mean a lot. You really, really screwed up. Let's go ahead and take this thing out of the package. Let's see, how do I want to get this out of here? All right. So we got her out of the package. This is brand spanking new. Bearings are worked in. All right, so let's see how the edge is looking right out the box. Because I don't remember last time, but we had a pretty bad number starting off, which wasn't great. The orange one is D2. This one we think is 3CR13. Walmart doesn't identify it, but it performed like 3CR13 when we did this last week on the other one. $2.16. Okay, so that's where we should have started on the last one. I would expect we get at least an hour of cutting time out of this. I would expect we get at least an hour out of this, because I think, as a matter of fact, I can look at my records. Yeah, because like I hit a 250 and then I had a 456 on a different area. So like it looked like I had a damage spot. So we're gonna get some paper out. We're gonna do some cut testing real quick and see how that does. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is about what I thought we were starting at last time. There was an issue with it, and I think it was I just dropped it and I hit the edge. So we'll get another shot at this thing. Like, that's not the best edge on the planet, but that does feel pretty good. So we'll give it a couple minutes. We'll bust out some cardboard and we'll start going. But yeah, any of you guys taking a look at the Black Friday stuff on Amazon right now? Like I said, I picked this one up, and this was knocked down to like 15 bucks, but the edge is already chipped. Like I opened the box, the video is up. Like I did my absolute first impressions right as I took it out of the box and looked at it. But this edge is already chipped. Like there is a chip in the steel right here. Oh, this thing is definitely going back, G-Tear. Zach Klein, what's up? Welcome. How are you doing, man? Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get my hands on the D2 with the reversible pocket clip. I'd like to get a couple of those and compare and contrast. No, the tester wire didn't chip it. All right, it was already chipped out of the box. Those wires can't chip an edge. But I like your train of thought. But yeah, so the D2, like I'm not gonna drive myself into the ground trying to find one. If I can order them off Walmart.com, I will, but I've already been to Walmart about 1,000,000 times trying to find these and like a couple of gift sets. So I'm kind of done going to Walmart over and over and over again right now. Like I strongly advise never paying over retail on them and never go to like 1,000,000 Walmarts trying to find one thing. Forget that mess. Forget that. And our emotional support caffeine today is an orange Anas. I love these things. If anybody was going to sponsor the, oh yeah, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Close the week of work off. We're doing a live stream tonight. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. We got another live stream tomorrow. We're going to be good. Zach Klein. I said Klein. My bad. My vision's kind of sketchy. Yeah, it's again like there's nothing in there you really need unless you just have to have that little access lock. That's the only thing that you really need, and even then, like it's not worth that $25 unless you're gonna make content on YouTube out of it and try to get some of that back in AdSense or something, you know. Now we are gonna do our live stream on that tomorrow, but I am so happy I bearing swapped that thing. Like I didn't even think I was gonna be able to do that. I got real lucky on that. No, you do not like that razor knife. G-Tear, you do not like that razor knife. It is the shittiest razor knife you will ever touch. It is shit. Trust me on this. Yeah, I try to say everyone's name right. I like to take some pride in at least making the attempt, but just sometimes it don't work out. All right, so let's get going on some cardboard. Shit, let me get another clip out. So we got 225. That's what we got. We got 225 out of this. And if y'all remember last week, we actually did an estimate on the number of cuts we pulled in a half hour, and it was like right about 900. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But that's part of why we go with time and not counting each individual cut, because like you're looking at like 700 or 800 feet of cardboard easily over the course of an hour and a half. Well, I mean, you can't really put different scales on it unless you happen to have another knife with the exact same scales. I'm not sure. Yep, here we go. I hope your underwear is buckled. But yeah, now I am debating the virtues of trying to dye this and just do my first dye job and see how that goes. But yeah, like you're not going to find, say, different scales for this. But I will say too, because I'm working off of my holiday bonus for the year, I am shopping around for my Deca and MagnaCut. I'm just trying to hold off and see if anybody has anything pop up for a Black Friday deal before I pull the trigger on it. Like Blade HQ or Knife Network or somebody. Like someone's got to have some kind of a Black Friday deal on that thing. Like it was $100 for a minute there, and I did not have the money to get it when it was $100, which hurts. But you know, life happens. You can't get everything every time. but hopefully before too much longer, I'll have my Deca. Yes, gently fondle the underside of the like button, guys. Like, I was looking on Amazon and I saw where a seller that goes by Broadway Knives had a Deca for 144 with the materials I want. It's got the blue lava G10 for like 144 bucks. And because that's a bigger knife purchase and I don't entirely trust Amazon, especially with it looking like the header at the top says the Hogue store, but you look down and it's sold and fulfilled by Broadway Knives. So I went online and looked. The only thing I find about Broadway Knives is one guy saying they sold him a clone or a fake. I was like, that's a bummer. That's a bummer, so I'm not buying that one, that's for sure. So it's definitely going to be Blade HQ or probably Blade HQ or Knife Center. Maybe Smoky Mountain Knife Works will have something going on. They're large enough where they could pull off a Black Friday sale. But if not, worst case, I do have enough to just get the basic bitch polymer Deca and MagnaCut. But I'd like to have the Blue Lava G Mascus or whatever the hell it is. And I will tell you right now, there is no part of me that misses having to go to stores for Black Friday to do stuff. Forget all that mess. Yeah, what are you guys getting into tonight? Let's get this chat rate up a little bit, guys. You guys can obviously see what I'm up to. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Now, I've only gone a couple of times. There was one year, all right, when I lived way out in West Georgia. We went to Walmart there for that Black Friday. Oh, nice. But I went to the Black Friday out there at that Walmart because I used to like going and looking for like the $2 DVDs and stuff like that. G-Tear, very nice. But go in there and look for the $2 DVDs and stuff because, you know, at that point in my life, I was incredibly broke. Incredibly broke. So those $2 DVDs were a godsend. But we're in there and we're walking around, and the guy that my ex-wife was having an affair with at the time walks around the corner, sees her, gets really excited. I walk around the corner behind her. He sees me and gets real fucking quiet, real fucking fast. Yeah, I've still got 4 left. I thought I only bought 5, but I wound up with 6. Because I bought a few to play around with like this. I figured we were going to get at least 2 of them out to do different Cardboard Slayer sessions and change some variables. And then I bought a couple extras in case some of the small channels that I watch just could not get one. They're still more readily available than I thought. I guess some of the hype died down. And of course, after the dropout here, everyone was like, it's not good enough. The steel's not good enough. Which is a weird take, if you ask me. It's a very weird take. So, like, I've got 2 of these opened, and 3 of them are still in the package. I'm pretty sure 2 of them are going to be part of my 3K giveaway coming up. Try to find something else to give away. I got 3 dropouts. And I feel like maybe I shouldn't have opened the third one. But I did. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. For $5, it's on bearings. And, you know, I've said it a bunch of times now, but I'll keep saying it. Last year with Master Alexis, what's going on? How are you doing? Welcome back. You know, with last year's Axis lock knives, as crusty as those things were, and again, everybody freaked out and lost their shit over them. I called it. I was like, next year they're going to be on bearings. Like, they're going to have to be. They got to do something. So I'm thinking next year they're going to bump it up to like 5CR or 7CR, something like that. Toxinator, what's going on? How you doing? Marble Fam, what's up? Welcome. But yeah, I'm thinking next year we're going to probably go to like a known steel, like 7CR or 5CR or something like that. 7CR would be my guess. Unless the price of D2 keeps dropping and pushing 8CR down into the bottom of the barrel for pricing, we're probably going to get something like 7CR in next year's. I'm calling that now. And then, of course, there will be some new D2 Walmart knife that'll probably ruin it for everybody next year, too. Or it's just like, that one's not good enough for $5. Ah, poo. But yeah, I was just asking the guys, what all is everybody fishing around for on Black Friday this year with the Black Friday Amazon sales and stuff like that? Thank you, Toxinator. Yeah, it's just the cardboard sometimes. If it's a little wrinkled or bent, then it tends to do that. Oh, Toxinator, I'm very careful. Like, I keep looking online. Those D2s are not available anywhere around me. As a matter of fact, I was looking it up online to try to get an email notification when they were back in stock so I could order one or two. And the listing disappeared. Like, it just disappeared completely, and it took me forever to get the listing to come back up so I could just hit email when they're available again. And I'm also thinking forward to next month's giveaway. You guys have been killing it with the super chats and stuff like that. 420 Growers, what's up? Me with Knives, what's going on? How are you doing? But I'm trying to figure out what to get to give away to you guys. I'm kind of torn between a Vosteed Raccoon or a Kaiser Drop Bear, which I may go more towards Drop Bear. Not sure yet. It is 5:05 in Georgia. Sky the Therian, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome. That name seems familiar. I don't think I've seen you in a while. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We're doing a live stream. We're having a lot of fun. You know, I was just asking you guys about what y'all are looking out for Black Friday this year, especially like the Amazon stuff. And I lost track of my train of thought. But one thing I did learn last week, if y'all were here, we were kind of talking about how the view counts fluctuated so wildly and the concurrence have fluctuated so wildly. The Frenzy is cool. Toxinator. No, I am just a knife YouTube channel. I am not a knife company. That would be sweet, but no, I ain't got the means for that. Yeah, we're doing the Storm Pooper. We took a brand new one out of the package because the last one, I think I damaged the edge dropping it. But we're doing a brand new one. And then when we wreck this edge, we are breaking out the Work Sharp Precision Adjust Professional and seeing how much better life is with that thing. Yeah, but no, work boots are always nice. I did buy some, I I did buy some new work shoes. The ones I have, they're like some Adidas kind of running shoes. Are really comfortable and they technically meet the dress code, but they've taken so many hits in the toe box and stuff like that that now it's a mesh fabric. Oh yeah, I want to see it in action too, trust me. But the toe box has taken so many hits, it's a mesh fabric, and now you can see the color of my socks through the mesh on the toes. Yeah, Toxinator, I get that a lot. If I could shut the fuck up for 5 minutes, this would be great ASMR. But I am like incapable of shutting up for that long unless I'm very, very tired. But yeah, so I scored some new work shoes, and I thought I scored with that HX Outdoors, but I'm still blown away that the edge was chipped before it left the factory. Like, that is great. So, oh, nice. James Cox, what's going on? To be fair, I don't know shit about watches, so I don't have a lot to offer there. But yeah, I used to do landscaping and greenskeeping, so I know all about like the value of some good work boots. Very, very much so. Now I'm a concrete cowboy, which is part of why like we got to do stuff like this to wear the edge of a knife out. But yeah, I'd much rather be indoors now because the older I get, the less capable I am of dealing with extreme temperatures. But no, watches, like, I've got like 2 Casio calculator watches and 3 Armatrons, and that's it. Punisher, what's up, brother? Welcome back, boo-boo. And I actually did go looking for some watches last night to just kind of add something to the rotation. And the ones that I saw that were incredibly cool that I wanted to pick up, they're like out of my price range by a little bit. Like, if I wasn't buying the, yeah, I don't have the money to add guns to the channel. I don't have the money. Yeah, no, I had one way back then too. And like, I remember when that was the least cool fucking watch you could own. The least cool. Yes, they still make them. They still make them, and they make them in like 3 different configurations that I saw. I got the original configuration and one in a slightly more upscale configuration. But that's a good score, man. Yeah, you're probably going to really like the Harbor Freight Icon knife. Like I said, I kind of got turned off by the stinkiness around that. Yeah, now they're cool. Sweet apple pie. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how I'd go about making a smile face. We can try it and see. Which, don't forget, guys, we got the sock game alive and well. I will put socks on for $2. However, somebody else can cancel it out for another $2. It's my version of e-begging, but that's also so I have better opportunities to give cool shit away to you guys. Arthur, what's up? How you doing? All right. Well, a $10 donation. That is fucking amazing. Sweet apple pie. You'll also get a surprise, but how you like that? How you like that? But you also get to pick. All right, you get to be the first one tonight to pick. You got the robot, the ninja, the Frankenstein, the Grim Reaper, the Mummy, the Knight, the Scuba Guy, or the Alien. So you get to pick one of those guys out. Which one you want? But hopefully you like the smiley face. And thank you. Thank you so much. Normally, the requests outside of the normal that I get are guys being really weird and being kind of assholes about it. So thank you for being respectful and polite as well. It is noticed and greatly appreciated. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by a slight burr. Come on, where is it? Here it is. My way of saying thank you. A little bit of shock value and entertainment. Yeah, we got the full set. I got all 8 in that series. I'd kind of like for a new series to come out on those. That'd be a lot of fun. But, you know, those things have been around for a minute. I don't think they're releasing a new line. Yes. Pokey Sly, what's going on? How are you doing? Welcome back. But, oh no, that's what I was saying. Some of the watches I looked at, like they're up into the $100 to $150 range, and I really, really want to get them because they're on sale. But like I'm already kind of pushing it, going shopping for my Hogue Deca and Magna Cut. So I kind of don't want to blow my my resources on a watch when I've been eye humping the Magna Cut, the Deca for so long. I got to be shopping around, and I'm kind of waiting to see if like Smoky Mountain Knife Works or Blade HQ or Knife Network has a Black Friday sale going on this year. Because I would have liked to have got them when they were still $100, but I just didn't have the money for it then. Because I forget the last thing I was saving up long and hard for. It was something, and I cannot remember what. Oh God, yeah, I've picked up so many, but of course a lot of those came from the Walmart holiday specials, which if you guys want a sneak preview of this next week, I'll grab that shortly. But I've got another one of the oh yeah, no, I had plans to go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works a while back when we went to the Tennessee Aquarium. However, it looked like when I mapped out the two areas separately, wow, that's a lot of functions. That's a lot. But it looked like it might be an hour or so away from the aquarium whenever I mapped the two places out separately. So we go to the aquarium, and we're doing good because we showed up early on a weekday. It was like first thing in the morning on a Thursday. And before we got through, like we're 2/3 of the way through, something like that, suddenly we are surrounded by like screaming 4 to 6-year-olds just everywhere. And it was like being in a ghetto daycare center. And I don't mean that hyperbolically. I mean, like, I have walked into some truly ghetto daycare centers trying to find places for my kids to go when they were little. They were nightmares, and it was exactly like that, only on a much larger scale. So we left with everybody's nerves completely shot. Everybody's nerves were completely wrecked. And we walk out. I'm like, okay, let's swing by Smoky Mountain Knife Works real quick. And I look. Ghostly Grim 1, what's up? Welcome. We got Poland in the house. Very cool. Very cool. But we get in the car, and I open maps up, and I look up Smoky Mountain Knife Works. 4 hours from the aquarium. The aquarium was already like a 3 to 4 hour drive from our house to the aquarium. So I looked at that, and it's already pushing like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, we're going to get there at 6 o'clock. I have no idea if they're stopping. I have no idea. But, it's like, we're going to get there around 6 o'clock. Everybody's going to want to leave in like 30 minutes, and it's going to be another 3 or 4 hours home. We're just going to have to make that a separate trip. And of course, I want to go, but it's kind of one of those things where I got to work around making sure the wife can go too. And her mobility is kind of a... So, Ghostly Grim, we've been doing this for a while now. We've been doing this for over 7 months now, weekly or more. No accidents yet. Knock on wood. But yeah, like her mobility is pretty limited right now, so going through there is going to be real slow. And I'm kind of worried she's going to get tired of it after about the first 45 minutes or so. And then I'll be dragging her around when she's ready to leave the whole time. But if I go without her, that's also going to be, going and doing stuff that she didn't get to go do when we don't go out and do stuff at all right now. There's like... we have got a $5 Walmart special, which I know you're in Poland, so you're probably not familiar with Walmart's practice, but they release some holiday knives for $5 every year. And this year we got bearings, axis lock, a lot of good going on. I can't imagine onion acid and a fresh cut either. Like onion juice and a fresh cut. Yeesh. No, thank you. Well, remember, guys, y'all still got the Bud K catalog. Yeah, Bud K is fun, but I never see anything on there that I'm willing to actually pay for. And it's like the blade's cheap enough that I might have some fun with it, but I don't want to pay for shipping on it. I don't think there's any Walmarts in Europe. I could be wrong, but if there are Walmarts in Europe, if they come to where you are, every small store that has cool shit in it's going to go bye-bye. They will be run out of town. Every mom and pop shop you have is going to get run out of town, or nobody's going to shop at the Walmart because it's too fucking big, and Walmart's going to close up shop and go away. Which I think we had a brand. I can't remember which one. I can't remember which one, but there was one of our mega chains in America tried to open up in Europe, and customers that were used to places like Tesco and stuff like that, it was too large. It was just too much at once. They didn't like it. And so they come in there offering better prices, way more variety, just basically a giant super center. They had to close it up and leave. It just didn't work. Oh, believe me, I would love to have a couple of phone books just for the paper so I can do cut tests on it. That being said, that ain't happening. So we're on the factory edge. I obviously did damage it because we are about 30 minutes in on this right now, and the edge is still going quite strong. yeah, no. The phone book paper, it looks great. I've got some stuff that's very similar to phone book paper. Very similar, but I don't have actual phone book paper. Adeline, what's going on? Welcome. How you doing? My brain went completely dead, you guys. Yeah, we get a lot more variety. Hello to Adeline's best friend forever, Dallas. Rise Against. Oh, we are edging. We are edging for the next 6.5 hours. Yeah, and you know, it's like America's a totally different beast. You know, America's one of those places. Like in Europe, you can drive for 12 hours and go through 3 different countries. You know, in America, you can drive for around 20 hours and still be in the same state you started in. Yeah, no. So, I tell you what, Punisher, if you can grab a couple of dropouts for me, I'll trade you a couple of those Buddha magnets or the Buddhas and some stuff. It's like I do want to get a couple if they're the ones with the reversible pocket clip, the new version. No, no one's paid to put them on yet, is the thing. Nobody's paid to put them on first. Yes, I think Georgia, where I'm at, still takes about. You can be driving through Georgia for about 8 hours and still not leave Georgia. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for the new ones. Like, I'm not going to go too crazy trying to find them. We already know it's D2. We already know all that. I just kind of want to compare and contrast the scales and all that, like the small details. But it's not worth... It might not be worth chasing him down. It might be. I don't see enough videos to get the money back out of AdSense paying for the time lost or having to buy it on eBay. Platinum Man 22, what's going on? The M&P Bodyguard. Is that a firearm or is that a knife? Obviously, I'm not familiar. We've been streaming for about a half hour now, or we started at 4:45. I mean, you got a question, fire. Then you fire it off. Oh, okay. Well, let me take a look at the M&P Bodyguard real quick. Oh, no, thank you. That is a Smith & Wesson. No, thank you. I'd rather carry tip down than carry a Smith & Wesson. But, I do check out a lot of history stuff, but it's kind of like a piecemeal interest. You know, when I get bored, I'll watch something about a piece of history that interests me for a few minutes, and then I'll kind of move on. Like, I've watched a ton of World War II stuff. I watched a bit of World War I stuff, a bit of stuff about the Bronze Age collapse. It's just kind of all over the map. Yeah, geek would probably be the best way to put it. Like, a history nerd would have all the knowledge retained. A geek is interested in watching stuff, but doesn't really know all that much to begin with. Yeah, I haven't handled a Smith & Wesson knife that I like yet. Mark's Adventures, how are you doing, man? I don't know. The Smith & Wesson knives are really popular. They get sold a lot. People buy them a lot. That's why they keep being sold. It's just they slap their name, like they slap their branding on absolutely garbage knives. You know, Smith & Wesson slaps their branding on some garbage-ass knives. But they got the Smith & Wesson name behind them, and non-knife people seem to eat them up. You know, people that aren't, like, into it like a lot of us are. You know, they don't know better, so the Smith & Wesson name looks really good to them. Yeah, it's just a Smith & Wesson brand. Yeah, unless you buy Hogue knives. Hogue makes some good knives. I've said it before, and some of y'all will understand. I'd rather carry tip down than carry a Smith & Wesson. Yeah, and it's again, like, I kind of piecemeal the history stuff together. Like, I'll piecemeal stuff. I'll see something that looks interesting. I'll watch it. Yeah, exactly, me with knives. You know, so... yeah, there'll be stuff about prehistoric humans. There'll be stuff about, you know, ancient Greece, ancient Rome. I'll watch a lot of that stuff. Which means, of course, the Leonidas and the 300. What else? World War I, World War II, the American Civil War. The Bronze Age collapse. Ancient Egypt, the building of the pyramids, like all kinds of stuff like that. Tut Ty, what's going on? Welcome, Eagle Scout EDC, welcome. Smith & Wesson. The materials they make the knives with are garbage, and the build quality is always absolute garbage. Like, they make absolute shit, and the way it's priced, you can buy something very, very good. Very, very good for the same money that won't break on you, won't fall apart, won't have massive issues from the factory. Like, no. Smith & Wesson's knives are garbage. You know, there are some documentaries that I used to listen to go to sleep that are no longer on YouTube. The channels got taken down, and it still hurts me to this day. Like, it hurts me so much. Yeah, I hate losing stuff in moves. Hey, Woodinator, what's up? How are you doing? God, what a shit show Elon buying YouTube would be. I mean, no way in hell Google's going to let go of that, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, butterfly attack sucks. Yeah, Eagle Scout, I just got a new knife. That video's up. Man, I am disappointed. I am profoundly disappointed. Yeah, Kershaw and Gerber are the other worst defenders. They're not bad. They're not as bad as Smith and Wesson. All right, if you compare Gerber and Kershaw to Smith and Wesson, Gerber and Kershaw suddenly look great. Yeah, that HX Outdoors. Yeah, Dale does stuff. What's up? We were just talking about that. Like, we just did a live stream on this a couple of weeks ago. I sharpened this edge down to 15 degrees per side to see if it'd chip out or if the edge died faster than the first two that I did. So we have done this. I got 3 of these. I don't have the new one with the dual-sided pocket clips. Ooh, hey, Woodinator, nice. But no, I don't have the new one with the reversible pocket clip. Yeah, it's just, you know, Gerber and Kershaw have their fan base, and they have guys that like knives but aren't super into them and haven't handled enough to know the difference. You know, that'll buy their stuff. Yeah, Dale does stuff. I'd like to get one with the reversible pocket clip just to compare and contrast to the old model, but I'm not going to go too crazy trying to find one. I'm not. Oh God, the World War I trench knives and stuff like that. Oh God, those were nuts. Yeah, puns. Let me know if they do. Like I said, if they've got them before I if yours has them before I stumble across any, definitely let me know. I can work something out with you for a couple. Platinum Man 22, I have a lot of cardboard. I work retail, so when I'm stocking the shelves, they let me keep all the cardboard I can eat. I've actually been chewing through the mountain of cardboard I brought home to take care of live streams while I was on vacation. And, yeah, I brought a bit home to make sure that I had enough to cover the last live stream. So I've got a ways to go before I run out. And then, of course, I got a big pile of it back behind me, too, that I could be picking through. Yeah, we're going at nearly an hour on this edge. Dale does stuff. Shoot me an email. I don't need 4. Just looking for like 2. Because of course we can do a live stream with one of them and see if it does any different. The pocket knife collection is way over 200, Platinum Man. I don't know how big the official number is. But knives, I guess, at gmail.com. It's in the channel description somewhere. Speaking of trading stuff for stuff, I need to get back in the shop and make some more lanyard beads. I haven't done that in forever. Yeah, I know you'd mentioned the... Dude, awesome. Awesome. Does the listing show that they've got the reversible pocket clips on them? Because I know Punisher just said he got some at his Walmart that don't have the reversible pocket clips. Yeah, maybe cancel that order. We need to have like eyes on them and make sure they're the new ones. Otherwise, I'm just getting 2 more of the old ones. Or Yeah, because I'd like to get one, and I'm not trying to be too picky here, but I would like to get one brand new in box. That way I can do my thing with it. And then we can do our live streams, because I am kind of curious. If they have revised that, have they changed the steel, or will that factory edge still go for 7 or 8 hours dicing up cardboard before it craps out? Because that actually interests me quite a bit. All right, Platinum Man, we'll see you in a bit. Enjoy Walmart. Yeah, the more I talk to myself about it, the more appealing it is to go ahead and just bite the bullet and score one off eBay. Just for the sake of making YouTube content, to make sure it's brand new in box and it's got the right reversible pocket clip, rather than waiting around and driving to a million different Walmarts. Because like the amount of time that eats up, to swing by those Walmarts again and again and again in the hopes of something being there that is showing up online is not available is yeah. Or we could call it the dropout of college. Dropout 2, the return of the revenge. Actually, you know what? We may just go ahead and call that one the Bugbear. Just to get that name used up. Ah. No, I doubt they'd go back to the old single-sided pocket clip. And I mean, making those revisions might be why the old version stayed out of stock for so long and people couldn't get them. They may have made a smaller run and then like, yeah, we're gonna revise this, so just burn those out and get them out the door, and then we'll release the new ones. Maybe. Because that would be kind of cool. The revised version comes out and it just stays on the shelves and it's easy to access. That would be great. All right, Dale does stuff. I appreciate you, man. Mikey Trails, what's going on? How you doing, man? How are you doing? Yeah. I figured I'd see how many people I got with that whenever I started doing that video. I was like, I wonder how many people are actually going to get got by that. All right, let's take a look at where our edge is sitting. Get the Forbidden Moonshine out. Yeah, different color scales would be awesome. Yeah, we're doing good. We are doing good. We're doing our live stream. We're having fun. If you're just getting here, we took a brand new Ozark Trail Storm Pooper out of the box. So we're going to see whether or not I damaged the edge, the factory edge, dropping it. And it looks like I did. So that question's answered. We're going to finish annihilating this edge, and then we're going to go sharpen it. And I think we're going to try 19 degrees and see how long that holds up. will say, this surface holds on to tape residue like a bucket of hot damn. Holy shit. And I did experiment with my live stream settings today. I set it where the monetization is on. So I'm going to see how badly that affects the viewership numbers. Because, like, we haven't popped up over 20 yet, which, you know, that's low for us. That is on the low end for us. Punisher coming through with the oddball trivia. Nice. Okay, so we're definitely getting on the ragged side. But, I mean, it's still going. It's still hanging on there. No. No, you're thinking Kelly Osbourne. No, Joan Osborne is a completely different entity. All right, let's see where we're at. Like, the edge wore out is actually a bit more graceful than I would have expected. No, you said Ozzy's kid, not your kid. Okay, so we're at a 403. We're at a 403 there. Let's check a little farther back. I love burning through this $22 bag of clips as fast as we do to get this many tests in on a live stream. $369. So yeah, we had 403, I think. Does anybody remember? That was 403, wasn't it? Yeah, me too. Me too. That is a very cool thing to have. Yeah, we're 403. Jerry Curl, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Have you already walked to Walmart and bought 3 of these, Jerry? I get the feeling you have. Oh, really? Yeah, you're probably going to want to have like one of these. I mean, for $5, you can't go wrong. Oh, gotcha, Jerry. Yeah, but like, we're looking at maybe dialing this thing up a little bit because like not all steels are the same. Not all steels are the same. And like that 20-degree edge is going to stand up to like being abused a lot longer, but it might not cut as fine. And edges that are like in the 20-degree range tend to not handle a lot of cardboard very well. Now, we tend to go for optimal angles for each steel. Like the optimal angle that we have found for D2 is about 17 degrees. Yeah, Ozark Trail. Now, they may or may not be in stock at your Walmart. You can also check online. these are a lot more available than the orange ones were. A lot. But they may or may not still have them in your store. It's a seasonal item. Once they sell out, they're gone. Well, the other thing, too, that you're not thinking about is this could very easily be a loss leader for Walmart. Because if you think about it, these $5 knives get a lot of motherfuckers in the store and all the way to the back of the building. And then you got to walk all the way through the building again to get to the registers. That's kind of like Costco with the $5 fried chicken or whatever it is. They lose money on them, but they get you by selling everything else you buy on the way back to the door. Yeah, we're going to try 19 and see how that does. Yeah, like most of the stuff we've handled seems to be optimal at about 17 degrees for a nice, clean, easy cut and also holding onto the edge. Yes, I mean, like the only reason I did not walk out of Walmart with, you know, a bag full of other shit when I got these is one, I was in my car on the way to work, so I didn't really need to have a ton of extra shit. And two, I had to drop by 3 different Walmarts like 3 different times each to find these. So at that point, it's like, I'm only going in here for one thing and one thing alone, and I'm walking out with it, or I'm just walking out. Oh God, yeah. And earlier today, I thought of we can either go rectum yankers or crank rectum. Take your pick. Which one do you think is worse? Yeah, that's my feeling too. Rectum yankers works a bit better. However, I thought I would float the option out there. Oh, nice, dude. Like a Walmart's a Walmart till you got something seasonal. And then it's like every single one is a completely different beast. God, yeah. Don't go looking that up online. Son of a dick. No thank you. Oh, that was weak. Hey, Woodinator walking around the Walmart parking lot. Hey, you want to see some feet? Well, when a mommy and a daddy don't know each other and want to get paid enough, Knives and Pizza, what's up? Welcome back. How you doing, man? When a mommy and daddy don't know each other and want to get paid very much on camera, that's where they go. No. So I had a friend Actually, she's the one I met the wife through. But she worked for a company that handled web complaints of some sort. But basically, her job was when someone complained about an issue with an adult video, she had to go check the video out and find the issue and fix it or report it or something like that. Or no, it was like if somebody had an issue with the internet in general, she had to go in there and look at what caused the issue and look at the website and all that. She was customer support for some company. But of course that involved a lot of porn. A lot of porn. So she ended up having to have a special certificate made for her to have the right to watch porn at work. Like that was her thing. She had the special certification to watch porn at work on the company dime. I cannot begin to tell you how not jealous of that job I am, but it's funny. Yeah, so I was on XXXBunker.com watching Anal Whiplash Backseat Driver 4, and the website crashed, and my browser won't open up now, so I need you to take a look and see what happened. Get me back online here. No, that does not sound like a dream job, me with knives. I cannot begin to imagine the horrors she saw. Not horrors, horrors. Because, you know, that is where you start seeing the depths of human depravity. That and war. That and war. You get to see the depths of human depravity for completely different reasons. Most of the time. I think the edge might be giving up. I gotta tell you, like, operating the camera at a porn shoot, like, I can't even begin to imagine what it takes to get relaxed enough that that's just a normal day-to-day operation. Like, you're crawling up under a dude's ball sack and taint to catch video of that one shot of his ass flying back and forth towards the camera. You're just like, man, this is my whole life right now, son of a bitch. Because, like, that's when porn went from a VHS to DVD and TV screens got a lot bigger. I'm like, yes, high-definition porn. Oh, God, I don't want a high-definition version of that shot of the dude's asshole and balls flying back and forth towards the screen like this. Hey, Woodnator, nice. Nice. Like, I genuinely don't understand why that shot is, Adeline, what's going on? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. But, like, I don't understand why that particular camera angle is considered necessary. There is no redeeming quality to that. Yeah, no, you are not wrong. Like, that's part of the reason I haven't tried VR out is I don't want that particular shot from that particular angle in VR. My God. Yeah, News Radio, you're not wrong. I think collectively we might have become a little too desensitized, but yeah. I think we might be starting to see some signs of trouble. Ben, I am on the East Coast. I am outside of Atlanta. Like, I'm in the right spot. It's just the Ozark Trail Axis lock. It doesn't have a model name or anything like that. It's the Ozark Trail Axis lock. So there'll be a red shipper by Sporting Goods that has these things all stacked up neatly in it and a bunch of other $5 knives. You'll have to look for that. But I am blessed enough to be in the exact right spot where Blade Show Atlanta is a very convenient drive from my house. However, I call this thing the Storm Pooper. Now, I mean, I got my roots out here. There's no reason for me to go anywhere else right now. If I did go somewhere, it would be somewhere where I can get a decent house and a significant chunk of land for very cheap and live in a fairly isolated manner. That option is not on the table. Yeah, I'd love to have a reason to have Walmart Plus, but I don't. The only thing that I've ever ordered off of Walmart.com is that Civivi Zizzle gift set. That I am looking forward to carrying. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Like, go to Montana or somewhere like that. Just be out there, 10, 15 acres by yourself, house in the middle of it. You got the freedom to go shooting in your backyard. You got the freedom to play with dynamite if you so see fit. Like, there's a lot of good going on there. You might be jumping the gun there, Ben. All right, the Zizzle, that's D2. The stuff they make in 9CR18 is actually really good. They got the 14C28N stuff. Like, that's all really good steel. Unless you just, unless you bought too much high-end stuff and you've gotten used to like Crewwear and MagnaCut and S20V and stuff like that, that's some good steel on those things. Yeah, I mean, right now, my kids are out here, my job's out here. I mean, that's the big thing. My kids and job are out here. Yeah, just check out your listings. Like the Civivi Bull Mastiff, I believe that's 9CR18 steel. My Cogent, I believe that's 14C28N. The Zizzle is D2. Yeah. Unless people, again, are like, they turn their nose up at stuff like that because, well, it's not Crewwear, it's not MagnaCut, it's not S20V, it's not S90V. It's meh, but Yeah, Kajerb makes some good stuff. That AR RPM 9 steel, when we tested that out, that did really good. The Void Star, what's going on? Happy birthday. How you doing today? Like, you want companies that make knives in meh and crap steel? Kershaw. Why do they keep using 4CR14 on shit? Why? Why? Like, if this thing right here with its steel was branded by Kershaw or Gerber, it'd be about 40 bucks for this thing. Yeah, I have never heard of Town of Salem too, but that's not saying a whole lot. There's a lot I haven't heard of. Yeah, maybe turning monetization on was a mistake. Like, we haven't really gone up over, like, I think we hit 31 concurrents in one go. So, experiment. Experiment noted. I don't think I've got a way to go in and turn that off midstream. I think we're just stuck for it. Unless we want to stop the stream now and start it back up real fast so that we can try to get more viewers in here. Nah, you're good, Void Star. I haven't been playing anything lately, so it's not like I could really do a lot with that anyways. Ben Roberts, really, you can go to the channel, like click my icon, and at the channel in the top right, the three dots, you can tap that and the share option pops up. Just copy the link and paste it somewhere. But yeah, the steel's not identified. We don't know. I think it's 3CR13, I think, but I could be wrong. So I tell you what, guys, let's put a pin in this. I'm going to drop this stream and start a new one without the monetization turned on and see if we can pull more concurrent viewers in, just because I'm kind of curious to see if that's what made the difference. So let's come back to a new stream as soon as I can get this one closed and start a new one up. All right, guys? Boys, Prank 14, we have got a brand new Storm Pooper. Yeah, it probably would have shit the bed, but let's reconvene. I'm going to start a new live stream and turn monetization off and see if that helps us out any. So join me back up here in just a minute.